Civic groups in South Korea are calling for a boycott of Japanese goods, and that's after Japan's new restrictions on exports of high-tech components used in South Korean chips and smartphones, which took effect yesterday.
Our relations between the two countries have always been overshadowed by resentment of Japanese rule over Korea for 35 years. But fresh anti-Japanese sentiment is growing in South Korea, with trade becoming the new battleground for resentments to play out. Lim Yun-suk has more.
Now, this is a fairly big-sized supermarket in central Seoul, and most of the customers here are Korean, and most of the goods sold here are also from South Korea. But if you move to this part where they sell the drinks, and also this area where they sell beer, usually it'll be full of Japanese beers. But as you can see, they've been taken off the shelves, and instead they have these signs saying, no selling, no buying Japanese products.
No longer can you find Japanese coffee cans or other drinks, or Japanese cigarettes. Some of the shoppers I spoke to agree that Koreans should boycott Japanese goods to teach them a lesson.
자존심이 상하잖아요. 우리도 너무 우리나라를 무시한 것 같아서 그잖아요. 그리고 다 왜 우리나라한테만 그렇게 하는 것도 다 이해가 안 가. 왜 자꾸 그게 역사적으로 걔네들이 잘못했잖아요. 근데 그거 보복이라고 계속 하면서.
Kim Sung-min is the owner of that supermarket, and he also heads the country's Mart Association, which has about 100,000 members. On Friday morning, he was outside the Japanese embassy with other members holding a rally and a press conference, denouncing Japan for not recognizing the atrocities it committed while Korea was under Japan's rule, and for taking more steps to hurt South Korean companies.
국민 한 사람으로서 그냥 보고 들 수 없었기 때문에 오늘 이렇게 기자회견을 하게 되었습니다. 매출 하락에 영향은 있겠지만 그 매출 하락의 영향이 문제가 아니라 이것은 우리가 반드시 판매를 중단하는 것이 국민의 도리다 그렇게 생각하고 있습니다.
The rally ended with the crushing of boxes representing Japanese brands. Not too far from that rally, members of 18 civic groups were also holding protests. We denounce the Abe government that is accusing us of its wrongdoings, they chanted. They also reminded Japan of its wartime atrocities and demanded fresh apologies. Japan has long insisted that South Korea was already properly compensated in 1965 when the two countries normalized relations. Therefore, it had no obligation to make further payments. Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe said that the latest restriction on exports to South Korea is not an embargo, but a trade control for national security reasons. At the moment in South Korea, the calls for boycotts largely confined to just consumer goods. But there are lots of worries that could get out of control, and it will be more difficult for these two countries to sit down and mend fences. Lim Yun-suk, CNA, Seoul.